Morning, everybody. RV living with the geezer. And I'm just pulling away from the dollar store here in Boyd, which is on the east end of town. This is Highway 114. This is a main state highway that runs right through the middle of Boyd. And I tell you what, they have these they're gravel trucks. I think they're hauling sand for fracking, for the oil fracking, and they come through here, I mean, 24 hours a day, and they load up out west of here in Bridgeport, Texas. They have some huge quarries out there. They quarry that sand, and I mean, tell you, those trucks fly through this town. I guess they've got a deal worked out with the law or something, because I see Boyd police stopping everybody all the time, but I have never seen one stop a gravel truck, sand truck. So that oil money, I think talks. But so anyway, I better watch what I say. They'll be after the geezer for slamming the PD here. So anyway, yeah, it's besides the trucks coming through here, the main drag really, it's not that bad. You know, it's more and more every year, but we'll just run through town here. In fact, I don't think I'll go all the way through. I think I'll cut off and run back to the park. I got some walking in this morning. Actually, it wasn't that bad. I just walked at my son's place, and poor old Blanca, she, I had her out there with me, and you know, she tries to walk with me a little bit, and then she tires out real quick, and I don't. So I just, instead of walking the perimeter of the place, I don't want her walking that much, you know, with her breathing and everything. She's doing really good now. Compared to this time last week, oh my gosh, she's doing great. But anyway, so I started just going back and forth, and then she just sort of got in the middle and would watch me go one way, and then when I'd pass her, she'd turn around and watch me go the other way. So that worked out pretty good. So I might have to do that. I hope I'm pointing this camera. I get to talking, and then I don't think about where I'm pointing the camera. But yeah, I got some nice little residential area here in Boyd. These back streets are shady, mainly older homes, sort of a mix of homes, you know, mobile homes and bigger homes and smaller homes. But yeah, it's a nice town. Of course, I got on a street with a bunch of stop signs, so I know my way around Boyd, that's for sure. So that's a plus. Dennis, on Boondocking with Dennis, he was talking about that this morning. He was saying, you know, people ask him, why do you stay in Rockport? He lives in his truck. For some of y'all that haven't, you don't know who I'm talking about, is what I'm trying to say. Boondocking with Dennis, he lives in his F-150 Ford pickup. He's got a nice Lear cab on the back, camper shell, and he's been doing that for about over 3 years now. So but it's hot down on the coast. It's hot here, but it's hotter down there because you really got the humidity down there. So people ask him why, you know, he stays in the summertime, and he says, well, a big part of it is familiarity with those. He knows where everything's at. He knows where to take a shower. He knows where he can park his truck safely at night, and you know, so that's what it is with Boyd. I come back here, I'm familiar with the area, and he also mentioned having a support group you know, his friends. Well, when you get older, that means a lot too, you know. If something goes wrong, which, knock on wood, I sure hope it doesn't. Here's one for sale right here. Here's a house for sale. I like showing you all these. That's a nice, I've looked at that place. That's a nice house. Big old, I think that's a pecan tree in the front yard. Yeah, that's a nice place there. I don't know how the prices are up here, but anyway, yeah, having a support group when you get a little older, you know, whether it be friends or family or whatever, that means a lot. But yeah, we're getting back here. This road dead ends back at the baseball fields, softball fields, and here's the park. It's got a nice little, about a third of a mile concrete walking path that Blanca and I put in a lot of laps around that place. I tell you what, I miss doing that with her. But yeah, they got a nice pavilion there. They got a playground for the kids. It's a nice park. That's sort of a funny name, Snodgrass. I guess I'm sorry. I know they named it after somebody, so I'm sorry I laughed at your name, but that's just the way it goes. And then down here, we used to walk over there too. They've got a path over there where you can walk. There's a fellow walking his dog, or lady, and that you walk back through some real nice pecan trees. I showed that to you in my older videos. You can go back and check them out if you like. Those same horses over there. Yeah. It's another good thing about Boyd. You know, you see livestock in the backyards, stuff like that. So, whoops, we're going into the sun here. Let me get off. Let me get turned here, guys. Sorry about that. And I probably got smudges on my windshield. Sorry about that. But yeah, I just wanted to mention too, I've been holding off doing it, but my son actually sort of encouraged me. I got and I did it myself. I don't know how I did it, but he said, Dad, you need, for your driving videos, you need he's got a Venmo account. He said, you need a Venmo account, and just for anybody that would want to donate a little bit, for just anything that goes in my Venmo account is going to be straight into the gas tank. That's the only place it's going to go. So I do have a Venmo account now, and I'll list it in my description of all the videos. And it's capital R, and then it's RV Geezer. I'm having trouble talking this morning, guys. I'm sorry. RV Geezer with the capital R, and that's the Venmo account. I didn't even know how they worked. You know, he schooled me and all that. He has it just to so he can easily, if he needs to donate money to somebody, or you know, whatever. So. Yeah, he's at another function, coaching function today, and Stephanie, of course, is at work, and the girls, the two little ones, this is their first day of cheer camp, where they teach them how to be cheerleaders. It's up here at the high school, so they recruited me to pick them up at noon today. So I'm gonna pick the girls up at noon at cheer camp. I got to go in and sign them out. They have my name. I've done that, you know, with years past. So anyway, yeah, I was surprised I was able to line that account up without any problems. I guess it doesn't have any problems. I don't know. I haven't seen it work yet. So, but because I'm pretty old school. I had a viewer, a new subscriber. He commented yesterday, I think it was, He said, "You are old school Americana," whatever that means. And I guess that's a compliment. But y'all, well, I'm gonna do a video on how old school I really am. I'll make some notes on that. You guys, I know a lot of you know that I'm old school in my ways, but I don't think you know how really extreme I am. So, like I told my son the other day, I said, 5 years ago, I would have bet you any amount of money in the world I wouldn't be sitting here putting a Venmo account on a smartphone for myself. He just laughed, So, all right, I just pulled into Alsop's, guys, and I'm going to run down to, see this traffic's picking up now. I'm going to run down to, they've got gas stations here, convenience stores. There goes one of those trucks. See, he's flying too. They get paid by the load. They don't get paid by the hour. Those guys get paid by the load. So they haul butt. Yeah, I'm gonna go down to Taco Time here. It's a convenience store, and they actually have authentic tacos. If you walk in a place that the ladies that are cooking have trouble speaking English, that's good. You're going to get some authentic Mexican food. So these ladies, and I can habla a little Espanol, so it's no problem me ordering. So I grew up in South Texas. I grew up with a Mexican family too. I ate more meals at their house than my mother cooked me. So I'll tell you a story about that too. I'm going to get into my stories. I keep talking about getting into my stories. Well, they're coming, guys. They're coming real quick. Really quick. So, anyway, just wanted to touch base with y'all and show you a few back streets of Boyd. It's a nice town, That's a nice little house over there if somebody would be interested. It gets hot up here, but most of the year it's pretty darn nice. It's not, pretty good little place to live. All right, guys, we'll be talking at you later. It's a geezer sitting here watching the traffic go by on a Monday morning. All right, peace to y'all. Stay blessed and stay positive. Adios, my friends. Bye-bye.